All right. Hey, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, want to give our honor, praises, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachahakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Peace, love, salutations, and blessings to the Lord's elect. All right, this is the brother Yeshaya, part of Men of Valor, South Carolina. And hey, just as the title reads, man, many have ran out of their wits for a biatch. And I gotta say it like that, biatch. You know what I'm saying? Like they do it on the West Coast. But in all seriousness, man, you know, I've just been watching the whole matter. You know, watching the elder bros, watching the apostles first and foremost, the elder bros, the bishops. And man, hey, the thing is, man, you know, this is not the thing about kicking someone while they're down. This is about taking the lesson that Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is putting out to the congregation, man, to Israel, right? And man, this guy went out sad, man, you know, and you know he deserves it because you know all the scoffing and you know the disrespect to the apostles, you know, the Lord put a perverse spirit on him, man, to indulge in freaky acts, man, you know, and you know I don't feel sorry for him because you know from all the evidence and you know he simped out, man. He simped out, right? And I would you know, hey, we're men in this thing, man. All right, if my woman told me that I can't go to camp or she gonna leave me, I'll be like, man, all right, shit, why the fuck you ain't pack your shit up yet? You know, not to mention that shit that you know he was that he's guilty of doing allegedly, but you know he did that shit. OJ did it, you know what I'm saying? So without further ado, I'm about to get into the scripts. I'm just gonna, yeah, I'm not I just want to get this off my chest, man. I was just, you know, meditating and it just keeps popping up, keep seeing brothers do it, so I'm just gonna throw my 2 cents in it. And outside of, you know, all the all that shit, I'm just gonna focus in on the aspect of the woman, right? So without further ado, let's go to the book of Sirach or Ecclesiasticus, chapter 26. All right. Blessed is the man that hath a virtuous wife, for the number of his days shall double. A virtuous woman rejoiceth her husband, and he shall fulfill the years of his life in peace. A good wife is a good portion, which shall be given to the portion of them that fear the Lord. So you can tell that guy didn't fear the Lord, man. All right. You know, I already got the name of the former camp because they're done. They're out of here, right? But you know, hey man, that it's crazy. And I'm still kind of like flabbergasted my damn self, you know, of just you never would have thought, man. But you know, hey, that's the Lord for you, man. And the Passover's coming up. You know, that's why I'm not gonna say too much. I'm just gonna keep it short, keep it sweet, you know, and straight to the point, right? You can't let these women be your downfall in this thing, man. Okay, and the scriptures told us about this. So anybody that really isn't right, man, the Lord is about to show really like real soon that they're not right, you know. And hey, it's gonna be embarrassing. All right, the Lord will do anything, man. Okay. Oh man. Let's see. I'm gonna skip down. Yeah, a shamefaced and faithful woman is a double grace, and her consonant mind cannot be valued. Now I'm gonna go back to Sirach or Ecclesiasticus, but what does the scripture say? You know, and I'm bringing up precepts that probably brothers done brought up, but the thing is, hey, it's the truth. All right, this is living water. So just because I brought it out or another brother brought it out, and we're you know bringing out the same scriptures, that don't make them less valid, right? So it says, I said a shameful woman in Ecclesiasticus is a good thing, but look, a shameless woman, all right, shall be counted as a dog, you know. And what's a female dog? A bitch, man. All right, a biatch. Too short said. Biatch. All right, this is the book of Sirach, chapter 26 and verse 25. A shameless woman shall be counted as a dog, but she that is shamefaced will fear the Lord. So, I mean, the thing is, man, you know, I've seen countless videos of the elder or the apostles, okay, the brothers, the bishops, you know. So I'm just gonna keep it to where the subject matter is gonna be about women, okay, letting a woman be your demise in this thing. Okay, the scriptures say, "Let no man take your crown," but this guy so weak that he let a woman set him up and just put him on Front Street, man. Never could be me, man. All right, and us brothers that are truly in the faith and truly sincere, because the Lord, if you're sincere, all right, we're coming up on the Passover. We know this. All right, we're coming up on the Passover, and the Lord is doing a lot of sifting. And this guy, he's been coming at the apostles, coming at the elders for years, man. All right, so to see him go down in this fashion, it's really comical, man. All right, and then for him to cry on camera, man, like I said, this is just all my thoughts from the past couple days. You know, I started not to even do you know, a response, I mean not a response, but a video, but it just kept itching. You know, it was irking my spirit, man. I had to, man. So this is gonna be the last thing I say concerning this dude, and tomorrow is back to regular scheduled program. So there you go. A shamefaced and a faithful woman is a double grace, and her constant mind cannot be valued. As the sun when it ariseth in the high heaven, so is the beauty of a good wife, the ordering of her house. Okay, now when we go down to 22, and harlot shall be accounted as spittle, but a married woman is a tower against death to her husband. A wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man, but a godly woman is given to him that feareth the Lord. So we know this guy didn't fear the Lord, man. All right, Elder Apostle Hart had a lot of patience with that cat, man. All right, he you know, basically like a son, man. All right, but he was a wicked son, man. You know, disobedient children, right? So the Lord had it to where, man, dang, and he went outside. He might be on a suicide watch, man. Y'all gotta watch that dude, man. Sirach 26 and 26, a woman that honoreth her husband. So like in verse 25, a shameless woman shall be counted as a dog, a bitch, female dog, but she that is shamefaced will fear the Lord. A woman that honoreth her husband shall be judged wise of all, but she that dishonoreth him in her pride shall be counted ungodly of all. So, hey, man, you know, you gotta the apostles and the elders been told us about these women, man. They been told us how to deal with these women. Okay, stay away from the B-dub. And like I said, I did a lesson a couple days ago. All right, not all of the black women are bad. Not all of the Israelite women are bad. Okay, there's a lot of sisters that are sincere. Okay, there's a lot of sisters that really, you know, love the Lord and really want to put in their work, whatever that may be. You know, garments or, you know, listening to the videos. All right, it's a slippery slope. But if you're doing what you need to do, okay, if you're keeping the first thing first, which is this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, and doing what you got to do for the Lord, hey, if the Lord does give you a woman, she's going to be what? A somewhat virtuous woman, a decent woman, all right? We get the best of the worst over here, okay? So, you know, and you know, I got a woman myself, but she's not perfect. Not in the slightest, man, all right? But the Lord said to... basically, what I said to the Lord before when I first got in the truth, before I had a woman, you know, I asked the Lord, I said, Lord, if you do bless me with a woman, make sure that she's decent and she doesn't stop me from doing the work. All right. And that's all I asked for. You know, I was ready just to ride it out, man. All right. But, man, get Sirach 25 and verse 12, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of his love, and faith is the beginning of cleaving unto him. Give me any plague but the plague of the heart, and any wickedness but the wickedness of a woman's. And those text messages in that thread, that was a wicked ass woman, man. All right. Like I said, if my woman asked me not to even go to camp one day, or I don't know, the simplest thing, don't wear them shoes. I'm be like, what? Not, you know what I'm saying? Hey, it says not to be a dragon in the household. Okay, so there's a balance. But at the same time, hey, man, you got to be stern on these women, man. You got to be hard on these women, man. All right, and I mean, you know, like I said, don't be a dragon in your household, but you still have to put these women in their place, man. All right. And she felt comfortable enough to that dude to come to him and be like, yo, hey, I can't even utter it, man. But, you know, like I said, I'm not going to make this too long. I just wanted to make it live just to, you know, just to get it out the way, man. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, tomorrow, back to the regularly scheduled program, man. Verse 13. Verse 14. Shalakia. Verse 16. I had rather dwell with a lion and a dragon than to keep house with a wicked woman. The wickedness of a woman changes her face and darkeneth her countenance like sackcloth. Now, when you're dealing with these Israelite women, man, you really have to have a stern hand. You gotta have a stern hand, man. Like brothers that have dogs, right? Okay, a shameless woman shall be counted as a dog. But like, say you have a big dog or a dog that's very headstrong, like a Rottweiler, German Shepherd, or something like that. You have to have a stern hand on them because they're gonna try you up, just like all these women. They're gonna try you up. So you have to have a stern hand and nip shit in the bud. Like with my dog, you know, he's a Rottweiler and he's very. If you know anything about Rottweilers, they're very. They'll try you up, man. All right, they'll try to establish dominance, just like the black woman, over you, and they'll take what you give them. Okay, you give a black woman an inch, she gonna take a mile, right? So you got to nip stuff in the bud, and the Lord had it to where he thought he got away with this shit, man. And then the woman came back, double back, and he thought he was good, you know, proud as ever, man. All right, and then this stuff came out, you know. It's crazy work, man. All right. All wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her. As the climbing of a sandy way is to the feet of the aged, so is a wife full of words to a quiet man. Stumble not at the beauty of a woman and desire her not for pleasure. And what the dude was saying, he was like, basically saying that he liked women with mouths, and, you know, the scriptures say a clamorous woman, okay, is simple and know of nothing, okay? The clamorous means to talk a lot. So a clamorous woman is simple and know of nothing, man. A real man wants that woman to what? Be docile, quiet, right? Out of the way. So you got to watch certain of the men that are attracted to these hood rats, man. All right, to these quiches and stuff, man. And I ain't even, you know, Elder Yashawamba did a wonderful, beautiful video on, you know, the fetishes and the trauma and everything like that. So I don't even have anything to say about that. But I'm just gonna stick it to where, keep it to where, you know, we talking about the women, man. The wickedness of a woman. A woman, if she maintain her husband, is full. A woman. Verse 21, stumble not at the beauty of a woman and desire her not for pleasure. A woman, if she maintain her husband, is full of anger, impudence, and much reproach. A wicked woman abateth the courage, maketh a heavy countenance and a wounded heart. A woman that will not comfort her husband in distress maketh weak hands and feeble knees. So if you call yourself a, you know, a prophet, a teacher, okay, especially if you're a head of a camp, man, you got to have your woman in check, man. Like, simple as that. Like the scriptures say, you got to have your household in order, right? And we're coming up on the Passover. So your household has to be in order, man. All right. You think just because, you know, because, hey, we dwell with our women. All right. But what you do between you and your woman, that's y'all's business. But if it's going off, the Lord's going to put it on Front Street, man. All right. Like straight up, you know, if you're not being the man of your household and doing what you got to do to keep things in check, all right, the Lord is going to put it on Front Street, man. Maybe not to the whole congregation, like said dude, all right, but at the same time, he might discover it to a brother that's close to you, right? He might put the spirit on you, like, man, damn, you be like, yo, what the hell? All right, we're too far in this game for that, man. I mean, not the game, in this thing of ours, in this truth for that, man. To be, you know, to have a woman to take your crown, man. It says let no man take that crown. How much more a woman, man? Oh, man. Verse 24. Of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die. Give the water no passage, neither a wicked woman liberty to gad abroad. If she go not as thou wouldest have her, cut her off of thy flesh and give her a bill of divorce and let her go. Now it goes, see, there's two things, right? If your woman is pleased to dwell with you, okay, you know, even if she doesn't believe or anything like that, you gotta dwell with her, man, or you're gonna make her adulteress. But at the same time, if a woman is impeding you, say she didn't commit adultery, but she's stopping you or halting you from doing the work, it's like it. Halting you from doing the work, or just being a pain in the ass all the damn time, being a demon, hey man, cut her off, man. You can cut her off for the flesh and write her a bill of divorce, even if she didn't commit adultery, man. All right, because hey, Sophia comes first. The wisdom of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua comes first, man. All right, I can't stand that shit, man. This is the book of 1 Timothy chapter 3 and verse 5, and like I was saying, Shalakia. Hey, Passover is approaching, and man, we got to have our households in order, man. 1 Timothy 3, I'm going to start at the top. This is a true saying. If a man desire the office of a bishop, he desire for good work. A bishop, which is a high level, then must be blameless, the husband of one wife. Okay, now, you know, that's just on this side, but, you know, one wife, vigilant, sober, of good behavior, giving the hospitality, apt to teach. So you have to really vet these women, man. And the elders and apostles, they really taught us, you know, and put us up on game on how to deal with women in this truth, man. Really. Like, if you take aside all the, you know, you put aside, yeah, you put aside all the, I don't even want to say it. Just basically, you take the meat off the bone of what they're saying, man. They're not steering us wrong, man. They never have steered us wrong. All right, it might come off a little abrasive to some brothers, but Israelites, we need to hear things harsh sometimes, man. The scriptures say we're hard-headed, stiff-necked people. So that's why, you know, the prophets cussed out certain Israelites. And, hey, that's what we're doing right now, man. All right? You come to an Israelite and be like, hey, man, come on, brother, please, please. Hey, man, that Israelite probably gonna spit on you, man. You know? 1 Timothy 3 and 2, a bishop then must be blameless, the husband of one wife, vigilant, sober, and of good behavior, giving the hospitality, apt to teach, not giving the wine, no striker, not greedy or filthy lucre, but patient, not a brawler, not covetous. One that ruleth well his own house, having his children in subjection with all gravity. For if a man know not how to rule his own house, how shall he take care of the church of the Most High? So that's right, and that's why, you know, the Passover is so important, because we have to get the leaven out of our house, man, the leaven out of our spirits, right? Because if we call ourselves teachers, we cut this camera on, okay? We do our lessons during the week. We go out to the highways and the byways on the weekend. We cannot be found guilty of certain things. Now that's extreme. All right, old buddy and his situation, that's extreme. But even, you know, if your woman is bucking up against you and doing all type of shit, hey man, the Lord's gonna put you on Front Street, you know. Salakia. All right. To the book of Proverbs, chapter 6 and 24. Proverbs 6 and verse 24. To keep thee from an evil woman, from the flattery of the tongue of a strange woman. Lust not after her beauty in thine heart, neither let her take thee with her eyelids. So, hey man, if you are trying to find a wife, man, it's best if, like, what's a wise saying, man? One of the wisest sayings I heard is to go after, go for who likes you, man. All right. I personally, okay, I love and I appreciate a fine woman, but for the most part, I want a woman to be digging me more than I'm digging her, right? So if you're into a woman way more than she's into you, then that's a recipe for failure, man. That's a recipe for destruction, man. So, hey, for, you know, younger brothers especially, hey, we're at the end, so I don't even want to say if you're trying to find a woman or praying to the Lord for a woman, if you are basically, you know, a younger brother, you coming in this thing and you don't have a woman, like the scriptures say, listen to Paul, man, seek not a wife, right? Especially if you're younger and you haven't been through a lot of things, especially with women, man. All right, Proverbs 6 and Yeah, for by means of a whorish woman, a man is brought to a piece of bread, and the adulteress will hunt for the precious life. So, hey man, to go out by the way of a woman is weak as hell, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like I said, all bases have been touched from the apostles starting off, the elders and stuff like that. But I'm just taking it because I'm taking it from the standpoint of talking about the women, man, and that aspect of it. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 46, and verse 8. Remember this, and show yourselves men. Bring it again to mind, O ye transgressors. So we have to show ourselves men, man. And that includes the conduct of how we deal with women. Point blank, period. Right? So let's go to the book of Sirach. Like I said, I didn't want to make this too but I just wanted to, put it on wax. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 1, and verse 30. Exalt not thyself, lest thou fall and bring dishonor upon thy soul. And so Yahweh Bashem Yahushua discover thy secrets, and cast thee down in the midst of the congregation, because thou comest not in truth to the fear of the Lord, but thy heart is full of deceit. So that's what happened to that guy, man. All right, his heart has been full of deceit ever since, he was part of GMS, and he got kicked out. Hey, he just started going downhill from there, man. All right, bucking up against the leadership, disrespecting. I know we all heard the sound bit. I think it was like 3 minutes, one minute, whatever, of him, cussing out the apostles, man. Like, come on, man. And that's not being, man pleasers, right? Or pleasers of men, man. Hey, you got to honestly and wholeheartedly believe that the apostles are men of the Lord, man. And I really do, and a lot of us do, the ones that are sincere, right? So Sirach 1 and 30, once again, exalt not thyself lest thou fall, and bring dishonor upon thy soul. And so the Most High Yahweh Bashem Yahushua discover thy secrets, and cast thee down in the midst of the congregation, because thou comest not in truth to the fear of the Lord, but thy heart is full of deceit. So, hey, man, you got to fear the Lord first and foremost, man. Without the fear of the Lord, hey, you can end up like that guy, man. All right? Sakari, man. That's crazy. Alizé. Hey, through the spirit, they call him Alizé. And he's sweet, man. That's crazy. Luke 12 and 2. For there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, neither hid that shall not be known. So like I said, man, we're coming up on the Passover. All right, brothers got to get their households in order, including their women, how you get treated by your women, a woman or women. Some brothers have multiple women. All right, there's nothing wrong with that. You just got to be able to provide for them, right, and keep them in check, So, hey, man, we're coming upon a time, and like I said, the Passover's coming up, and, I'm speaking first and foremost to myself, but definitely got to keep everything, get all that leaven out of your house, man, all right? And that could be anything, Romans 12. This is the book of Romans, chapter 12 and verse 2. Actually, I'm gonna start at 1. I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, that you present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto the Most High, which is your reasonable service. And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. So, we have to basically really be transformed when we come into this truth. Okay, we can't be chasing the hood boogers no more. Okay, the hood rats, all right, being turned on by them anymore. All right, being turned on by a woman talking back to you. Okay, when we come into this truth, we're supposed to become new men. All right, and we have men that are set up over us to teach us the way, starting with Elder Pastor Har on down. Okay, and you really you'll listen to your drunk ass uncle talk about your aunt and how to treat women, okay? And he's beating the shit out of her. She's committing adultery, doing all type of shit. But you won't listen to the apostles when they tell you to stay away from certain women, when they tell you to maneuver like this, to do this and do that. That's crazy, man. And look where it got, and that's an example, man. And it came at a perfect time, the Passover. And Lord willing, this very well might be the last Passover. Lord's will, man. All right, we want to get up out of here, man. Romans 12:2, once again, and be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of the Most High Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shah, man. All right, and this is the last one. I didn't want to make this too long. The Spirit just jumped on me to go ahead and do this, and you know, I wasn't going to even say anything about it, because you know, brothers have really starting with the apostles and the elders, man, really, you know, have brought it home. But, you know, this is my take on it. 1 John 2:15, love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. For if any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh and the lust of the eyes and the pride of life is not of the Father, but is of the world. So that's what happens when you, you know, try to rub shoulders with guys like Adam 22, or try to get a bag. And you're like, you know what, I'm gonna do this. I know it's morally wrong, but at the same time, you know, I gotta get my chicken, I gotta get my bread, I gotta get my chili. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I'm not doing anything wrong. Hey, man, it's more than one way to make a dollar, man. Make a buck. You don't have to transform or conform to this world just to make a living for yourself, man. You know. Brothers make money all type of ways, man. They got Uber, got everything like that. You don't have to create podcasts. You don't have to do none of these sad things. Okay, that's of this world, because the Lord is not playing. The Lord said, you know, whether you be hot, all right, or cold and lukewarm. So you calling yourself a prophet, you calling yourself a leader of Israel, but you're out here in the world rubbing shoulders with porn stars and everything like that. The Lord's gonna put that spirit on you, and we just saw an example of it, man. Wow. 1 John 2:16, once again, for all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh and the lust of the eyes and the pride of life is not of the Father, but is of the world. And the world passeth away, and the lust thereof, but he that doeth the will of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah abideth forever. So hey, like I said, man, the Passover coming up. Hey, get that leaven out of our houses. Take this as a lesson, a scary scary lesson, man. All right, and you know, we're taking it, the sincere Akim, we're taking it as more fuel to the fire, man. Okay, more reason to fear the Lord. Okay, pray more, fast more, and do the work, and keep the first things first, man. And stay up out of this world, man. Stay up out of the way, because the fashion of this world passeth away. Ah, damn, that's bars. So, hey, I'm going to end it with that, Lord, when it was edifying. All praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rachah HaKodash. Double honors due to the apostles, the elders, the great millstone. Peace, love, salutations, and blessings to the Lord's elect. Till next time, Shalom.